Aí galera, continuando aqui com Dragon Age. Nosso objetivo agora é voltar para a cidade do Cais. Vamos voltar aqui por viagem rápida, que é mais fácil. Cidade do Cais. Aí. Vamos levar a Neve, né, que é obrigatória na missão, e o Lucanis. Aí, fechou.
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asha?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Olha o maluco aqui, ó. Opa, que é isso? Um cachorro. Interessante é olhar aqui na cidade do Cais alguns vendedores, porque eles podem vender algumas roupas pra Neve. Depois eu dou uma olhada pra ver se tem alguma coisa que preste.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
Tá, o que temos que fazer agora? Investigar. Vá para a entrada do túnel. Tá. Aqui? Ah, passagem secreta, olha só.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the...
Talk to Lorelei. She's the boss.
Ah, aqui tem uma loja aqui, ó. Fala comigo.
Welcome to the shop. I'm Lorelei. Anything you need, just ask.
Ah, vou vender tudo que eu tiver aqui. Ah, ganhei 1.752 de ouro. Tá bom. Vamos ver se tem alguma coisa pra gente comprar. Olha só, tem um cetro pra Neve. Ah, aqui não tem como comprar, que eu preciso estar no nível 2 com o comerciante, tá? Tem roupa? Olha só, tem uma roupa. Feia pra caramba, hein? Mas eu pego assim mesmo, vamos lá. Isso aqui é pra quem? Isso aqui é pra mim, né? Ah, não quero não. Amuleto em comum, vou pegar. Uma lembrança. Ah, um presente pra Neve. Evidência coletada. Tá. Veste de couro da agilidade. Pra ver a aparência a gente precisa voltar lá no guarda-roupa. Eu não vou voltar nem a pau, então deixa pra depois. Ah, comparação. É feio demais. Cara, é muito feio. A lembrança, tem como colocar aqui alguma lembrança. Mas não tem nenhuma pra colocar. Deixa eu ver, que porcaria é essa? Meu Deus, que coisa horrível. Ai, caramba, é muito feio isso aqui. Vou deixar assim. Melhor. Tá aí, vamos lá. Se tiver mais alguma coisa por aqui, a gente compra. Ou talvez não. Decoração. Cara, eu vou comprar alguma coisa aqui. Ó, lembrança.
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a... Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
Deixa eu fazer um teste aqui. Vem, bicho. Caramba, que maneiro.
Pro gets his target.
Vou trocar de arma aqui.
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one.
Interessante. Deixa eu dar uma olhada no meu cajado. É o melhor que eu tenho, né? Dano necrótico, sim. 138 de dano necrótico. Esse é o melhor que eu tenho. Tá, vambora, vambora, vambora.
There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Got it.
Like the ossuary, but without the view.
Eita, o que é isso?
Don't let the sound of that. Can't get through here. got to clear the obstacle somehow.
Tem mais podridão aqui. E um baú pra gente, que é isso? Vale almoço.
That did it.
E uma aparência sangrador. Aparência da nossa adaga. Ah não, caramba! Achei que fosse morrer aqui. Opa, peraí. Eita, bicho é forte, hein? Peraí, Venetório.
We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. More Venatori. We have to take out the leaders.
E esses pontos de podridão aqui? Pra que isso, hein? Cadê o bicho que tá jogando isso? Tá, peraí. Cara, eu adoro essas habilidades deles. Essa habilidade combinada é muito boa. Opa, peraí. Execução, bicho. Sai. Boa. Aí, tá quase subindo de nível de novo.
I know. That worries me.
Ganhou um daquele chapéu horroroso de novo.
It should be safe for the shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
Não era só isso a missão? Tem um atalho aqui. Cara, eu acho que era só isso mesmo a missão, hein?
There it is. The hidden entrance
Aqui.
back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Abre aí, bicho.
Nice work. I'll get the door.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
Aí, missão cumprida já.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
Darkspawn or Venatori makes no difference. We'll defeat them all.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
Tá aí, já encaixa outra missão já.
One day you'll move.
The Viper, or Asha, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them.
So, the Viper's real name is Asha?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions. Or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
O Lucano está bem quieto, ele não fala nada, né?
Venatori, we're close.
Só porque eu falei. Toma, bicho, safado. Pera aí.
More Venatori. Guards, probably.
Cara, eu tento jogar com cajado, mas é muito ruim. Eu gosto de mais agilidade. E o cajado é meio travado. Esse bicho tá morrendo, hein? Volta aqui, bicho. Peraí, tem dois aqui. Tá, vou mandar eles atacarem esse. E eu vou acabar com esse aqui. Ou talvez não. Tem que quebrar esse aqui primeiro. Ai, caramba. Calma, calma, calma. Ah, dá pra usar a habilidade, peraí. Muito boa. Ó, explodiu.
Got through that.
Locked.
Tá lá em cima, tem até um baú. Dá pra gente pegar aqui.
About to have a
Deixa eu ver aqui. Ó, bem fácil. Agora eu não sei, eu tenho que subir a escada ou tenho que vir pra cá? Acho que é pra cima.
It's a Venatori. We must be close.
Esse povo parece do nada, velho. Enche o saco. Pera aí, isso aqui explode? Ai, calma, vai ter que acertar também, né? Aí, subimos de nível.
Right. Here's our way in.
Deixa eu ver se tem como subir de nível aqui, antes de entrar em mais uma batalha. Reflexos do imaterial. É uma esquiva melhorada.
I know a Venatori ritual when I hear one, and I know they hate being interrupted.
Tem bicho fazendo ritual aqui. Tô invocando Munra ali embaixo. Ah, peraí. Aqui, ó. Cara, nem vi. Cegueira.
They're summoning Darkspawn.
How?
Horlock. Esse bicho é perigoso, hein? Cara, eu mirei no bicho errado.
Not in my city.
Cegueira. Oh, morreu? Caramba, essa habilidade é muito boa.
Figure out what they were doing. This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps.
What?
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control dogs.
Ah, tá. Tem mais coisa pra investigar aqui. Aqui, ó.
This explains the darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the shadow dragons are. Exactly.
Opa, tem alguém aqui.
I thought I'd see if you needed help.
Ah, o cara tá aqui. O Viper.
Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
You managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganan and Gillenane like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
Is there something I can do? The risen gods are my responsibility too.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
I'm hoping you're here to help, because we need it.
Rook's been working with us. Mevaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mevaris Talani, formerly Magister Mevaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formally?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan, why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think
Um
we'll need
guardião
your help again.
cinzento. Tá aí, missão cumprida. Sombras de Minrathous. Tá.
That warehouse the Venatori were in.
Quase subindo de nível de novo.
I remember Ferelden first. Stored waist high 5 years back.
Na verdade, subimos de nível. Ganhamos mais mobilidade. Regeneração de mana em 15%. Tá bom. Agora, antes de finalizar aqui, falar com o guardião lá. Espero que ele ajude em alguma coisa.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
Epa! Quem que é esse povo aqui? Mercenários. Opa. Calma. A situação aqui não tá boa não, peraí. Cara, de onde vem esses mercenários aqui? Tá ficando doido? Aí, subi de nível de novo. Tô subindo de nível toda hora agora. Já aproveitar e colocar, deixa eu ver. Mais recuperação de mana.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
Que viagem rápida.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathous, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Did the Magisterium explain why?
Aí, chegamos.
I am Jowin Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. How does a Morn Watcher come to be involved with the Blight in Arlathan? And not just any Watcher, but a controversial figure after what you pulled during that undead rebellion.
Right. Talk to the people I saved. They don't call my actions controversial. Some traditional watchers called my actions casual destruction of the dead, but they weren't there.
Very well. Then I'd like to hear how a Navaran necromancer unleashed the Blight.
I was stopping an elven god from bringing down the Veil and destroying the world.
An elven god?
Fen'Harel, the Dreadwolf. He goes by Solus. He's got a lot of names.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
It's no fairy tale. When we stopped Solus, something got out. According to the Veil Jumpers, it was the elven gods Elganan and Gillenane. And they're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. The Metas Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
Cara, que bicho inútil.
Are you kidding me?
I assure you, I am deadly serious.
I don't have time to sit here and stroke your ego. You need to shut up and listen. The threat is real. The gods are coming, and they're bringing the Blight with them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
Who are you? Why do you have dirt on the Grey Wardens?
I was at Adamant. Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Mevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
I think we made an enemy of the First Warden today. Well, more you than me. He just thinks I'm a dangerous idiot.
Ha! Enemy? I've ignored greater men. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Minrathous lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Então é isso.
Only the Veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
Galera, vou ficando por aqui. Muito obrigado por ter assistido e até o próximo vídeo. Falou!
I need to talk to Varric.